Hey guys, Shadylikeatree here, and welcome into Reminiscing with Shady, episode 89. This is MLB Slugfest 2006, and here's some hilarity that's going to ensue. We're entering this game kind of late. We're entering in, you just saw the final out of the, what would have been the 6th inning. We're going to do the 7th, 8th, and I believe it's just the 7th inning. It might be the 8th and 9th too, I don't know. But I wanted to showcase this game for you guys because I've already showcased one of the MLB Slugfest games, 2004. But this game is kind of the most popular game in the franchise. This game was released on June 5th, 2006. It was developed and published by Midway Entertainment on the PlayStation 4, Xbox, and I think it was also published on GameCube. I could be wrong about that. It's been kind of hard to find some information on this. But basically, what makes this game the most popular game in the series is it's just outrageous bugs and glitches and just the hilarious things that you can do in this game. For instance, one of my favorite glitches, which isn't really a glitch, one would say, is that you can play as an all rodeo clown team. Now everyone has the same stats as your normal team, but everyone looks like a 5'0" rodeo clown that is just ridiculous, and it's funny. You also have, there's a couple glitches that involve fly balls where you can't, where you're not able to catch them, and then the runners are allowed to basically do an inside the park home run. There's a number of other glitches, but those are some of the more notable ones. I don't remember if I mentioned this previously in the other Reminiscing with Shady of the MLB Slugfest, but you can create your own team. I have chosen not to do this here. I'm playing with, I believe, the straight Reds team, with just all the normal players in a quick match against the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. But you're able to kind of create your own team and throw the best players or your favorite players together on one squad. They can even play out of position, except for pitchers have to pitch and hitters have to be in the field. But yeah, you can play. You could play. For instance, you could play Ken Griffey Jr. at third base if you really wanted to, or any number of things like that. But I have the regular squad here, and we're down one. We're just trying to make it and come back. I didn't actually think that I had a real chance to win this game. They've got a couple players on fire. My timing is way, way, way off from not having played this game in quite some time. But I did want to kind of share a cool or funny or interesting story that kind of went along with this. My friends and I, we used to have a competition with this game, and there's a way you can play this game where if you reach base and you have a fielder next to a runner, the runner can knock the ball away from the fielder. If you hit him and you use turbo and you do, like, 10 or so times, you're gonna be able to knock the ball away. So we had this rule where if you got on base and didn't score, you had to try to knock the ball out of the player's hands. Now the other person couldn't do anything. So if you didn't knock the ball out of their hand after, I think it's like 10 seconds or whatever, then you would get a chance to score that person on the next hit. But you had to use up all your turbo to do it, and you had to keep trying and trying and trying and trying. So we had that added wrinkle to kind of make it more fun, and so you'd get a lot of inside the park home runs doing it that way, and it made it for a much more fun, much more difficult experience, and then boom, Bob's your uncle, that guy's out. But yeah, that was kind of one of the stories that we used to play this game, because you can play this game a number of different ways. That was just one of them. You can also play it, you can use no turbo, and here's another, it's back-to-back outs at second. But yeah, there are a number of really just odd things about this game that kind of make it stand out among the franchise and make it kind of a fun arcadey hit to come back to. I know that Midway has kind of stopped making games. I think they might have folded. I don't really remember. But they've stopped making Slugfest. One of those kind of funny glitches that always makes me laugh is that there's one where the batter will run in place at first base. And the first time that I saw it happen, I remember I spilled my drink. I was laughing so hard. It was just so unreal for me to kind of imagine that something that funny happening in this game, and it would just look so weird. And I remember looking over at my friend TJ I was playing with and kind of mimicking the motion, and then us both just laughing hysterically at it. There are some videos on YouTube of that glitch, I do believe, so if you have the chance and you want to see what it looks like, you can totally check it out. One thing I forgot to also mention is that there are a number of like customization and kind of extra bonus content with this game. You can play at a number of different kind of extra parks. I think Atlantis is one of them, and Empire City is another map that I think is called, or another stadium I should say that it's called. And then look at that, we hit a home run. That was kind of nice to hit that 2-run shot right there. But yeah, that's kind of what you run into with this game, and kind of some of the fun of it was just the just general just silliness of it. You know, a lot of sports games, you know, they make themselves out to be super fun, fabulous, kind of serious simulations, but at the same time, you know, I think it's fun every once in a while to just play a really ridiculously, you know, over the top game. You know, games like this, games like Duke Nukem, you know, I think you kind of throw Brutal Legend into that just a little bit. But anytime a game is ridiculously over the top, Saints Row is another one that comes to mind. You can have just pure unadulterated fun, and you don't have to sit there and think about this game critically and what its content means in the context of the American dream and this, that, and the other. You don't have to think about it like that, and you can just have a good time with it and enjoy what the game's all about. And I think that that's kind of an important thing to have when it comes to video game. And I think that's something that, while it's good to have your serious games like Uncharted, like The Last of Us, the stuff that really pushes the envelope on sort of a emotional and mental scale, I think also at the same time, it's good to just have this pure, fun, unadulterated, just nonsense. And I think that this is kind of the best way to kind of go about that and to have that. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate it. This has been Reminiscing with Shady, episode 89, MLB Slugfest 2006. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time in DFTBA.